Guys, Mockingjay is nearly here and I am freaking the heck out. This video will kind of be the last sprint for this amazing movie because we have waited so long and it's just a few more days. Let's just get even more excited than what we already are. Yes! This will kind of be me just really talking about things that I want to see in the movie, things that I liked about the trailers. In general, a lot of things Mockingjay related, so yes. Things I'm excited to see include the dam. I mentioned this in the trailers, reactions, and stuff that I want to know what this is. It's not in the book. I can recall that there is nothing of the sort, but it looks so well done and so interesting that they have sparked my interest so much. I really want to see that. Another thing I want to see so much, like literally a lot, is the hanging tree and how they do the hanging tree, because it's one of my favorite parts of Mockingjay. And this is really weird because I usually don't like creepy, haunting stuff, but the hanging tree is so... I don't even have words for it, really. It's haunting, like I've mentioned. It's really haunting, and I cannot wait to see how they do it. I heard the Lumineers are kind of interested in doing it, and I have absolutely no problems with that. The Lumineers wrote the theme song for one of my favorite shows, Rain, and I love that song, so yes, I support them. Like, yes, please do a great job with the hanging tree. Another thing I really want to see in the movie is the bow. Did they keep the bow? The one that BT made for Katniss. That is such an interesting aspect of the book, and I really want to know how they did it, if they did it, because I understand if they didn't, because it will be a really hard thing to recreate and for viewers of the film to understand, because when you're reading a book, you completely understand that this bow is alive, but when you transcend it into the big screen, you're not really sure what is going on, but I really hope they include that. I think it's going to be great if they do. One thing I really want to see as well is Finnick, Katniss and Johanna and Katniss. Their relationship in Mockingjay is something so special, and how Finnick and Katniss befriend each other and how they're comfortable around each other and how they're surviving together. I think that is a very important part of the novel, and I think and I hope to hell that they include that in the movie. I think they do, because there was a really cool shot of the rope, of Finnick doing the rope or Katniss doing the rope. I'm not sure. Johanna also forms a special friendship with Katniss that I really want to see how they did it. And
but so much.
I also want to see District 13. I'm not sure why, because in the book, Suzanne Collins describes this so well that you are able to create a very vivid picture of how it is, but I really want to see it on the big screen. I think from the trailers and the TV spots, you really get a more visual sense of how it's like, and that is a part I'm really excited about. One thing I can't believe I forgot to mention was something that I am really anticipating, and that is seeing Finnick and Annie together. There's just something completely inexplicable and ununderstandable about how I like Annie, because we don't even see a lot of her in the book, but something about me really likes Annie Cresta, and seeing her with Finnick in the book was so heartwarming and gave me all the feels. Obviously what happened to Finnick later was so depressing, but I really want to see Annie and Finnick while they last. If Suzanne Collins decided to do absolutely anything off of Annie, I would wholeheartedly read it, because I just really like this character, and I really wanted for the author to kind of explore Annie a little bit better. And yes, I didn't know which one to wear, the pin or the necklace, so I just wore both. Are the propos, the trailers and the teaser and all of this awesome stuff that we're getting, the TV spots, I love all of them so much. I will try to link as many as I can down below because they are really, really great and I really like them. It's a good thing to marathon. It'll probably take like 10 minutes of your time, but it's very exciting to watch all of them. It gets you really pumped for Mockingjay, and yes, I really recommend you watch them. I really like one of the TV spots called PETA. That one is really emotional. That one will be definitely linked down below. But in general, all of the TV spots are great. I reacted to some of the TV spots. One of those was exactly PETA, and that one really hit me. One of the other clips, which is the crew one, the one that she meets Cressida and Pollux and Castor and Masala, that one was really good. Natalie Dormer, I think, is a very good addition to the franchise. I have no doubt that she'll play Cressida amazingly. Natalie Dormer is actually coming to Portugal because there is something called ComicCon Portugal, and
whoa,
that's huge. I probably won't be attending, but just the thought is berserkers, you know?
yeah.
Another one I really like is the propo for the Capital TV things. The one where BT interrupts with the Mockingjay Lives. I really like that one. I thought it was really well done. I didn't know that was Johanna the first time I saw it. I really didn't recognize her at all. When the comment said that it was indeed Johanna, I was really surprised. Like, how couldn't I recognize her? I felt really shocked because she is really different, like completely. Other things that I really liked were the clips, the ones that Lionsgate officially published. I really liked those ones. There was one that was really emotional for me. I was not expecting at all this bombardment of feelings to come at once. It was so...
whoa.
And that was the one where Katniss discovers PETA is alive. That is just so heavy with feels. It just... ugh. And it's weird because I was tearing up, and those were literally 40 seconds of the movie. And if that's 40 seconds, then imagine the whole movie. And those 10 seconds that Katniss gets up and goes to the TV are just...
whoa, I loved it so much. Whoa.
In the first Hunger Games, I did not get emotional at all. Rue's passing was really sad, but it didn't feel that emotional for me. The second one was more because of the tribute to Rue. That part was really hard to watch. But this one I feel is going to be really emotional and hard to watch because it's Mockingjay. A lot of depressing and sad stuff happens in this one. I don't think I'm going to be able to cope without a few tears coming out, honestly. It's going to be so dramatic and a mess, and I don't care at all. One other thing is, it's really hard to see PETA the way he is, you know. There's one shot of him in one of the propos or one of the TV spots that he has a huge black eye, and that is, whoa, that really got to me because it's hard. It's a character and it's fake, but you feel that. You really do. That is probably one of my most anticipated things for the movie, is how they do the things with PETA. One other thing I want to put in here is that I am pretty sure this movie ends with PETA strangling...
Is that how you say it? I really hope so.
With PETA strangling Katniss at the end of the movie. I am positive that's how the movie ends. I have a hunch. I might be wrong, I might be right, but I think it would be the perfect cliffhanger for people who don't follow the books and will be really surprised to see the other movie. They would do a lot, so I think that's a very clever idea if they end it on that note. The soundtrack is something I don't feel particularly fond of. Last year with the Catching Fire one, I didn't really like. I liked the one by Christina Aguilera, We Remain. I really liked that one. And in the first one, there was the Taylor Swift one, which I really adored. The one by Arcade Fire, Abraham's Daughter, that one was amazing. I really like that one. But this year, Lorde is arranging it, and I'm not really a big fan of hers, and so I get kind of turned off. I haven't listened to any of the songs except Yellow Flicker Beat, which I don't really like, actually. So we'll see about that. I'm not sure. Really, I'm not. This movie is going to be so intense, like off the charts, dramatic, epic, and I have absolutely no doubt that this will break box office records just like Catching Fire did. It's bound for greatness, guys, and I honestly cannot wait for it. My parents have allowed me to go to the premiere day, which is 20th of November, because as I've mentioned before, Portuguese premiere dates are on Thursdays. And so usually that's a day before, and that is so exciting, and I cannot wait, you guys. I really can't. Anyway, guys, I'm done. I won't bother you anymore. What are you excited to see in Mockingjay? What is your favorite scene that you expected to be done perfectly 100% true to the book? And how much can't you wait for Mockingjay? Because I'm literally dying. This is probably the most Hunger Games themed weekend I've ever had. I'm going to be watching both of the films. I'm going to be finishing Mockingjay. I am going to be getting excited and pumped for this film because whoa. That's it, guys. Stay tuned for more videos, including a Mockingjay review and reaction, which I cannot wait to film. Goodbye! But when they get PETA and he's crying and he's talking to Katniss, it's so sad and it's depressing and just